Hey, Ram fans, let's take a moment to get to know our new offensive lineman. Kevin Dotson came over from the Steelers in that trade. 6'4", 321 pounds. And again, as some have mentioned on social media, Rams going large along the offensive line, and this foretells perhaps a different strategy, some different tactics up front in the run game. And Sean McVay alluded to this, adding Steve Avila and now Kevin Dotson, big boys up front, could be a different running style. And this is going to make it a little more difficult for teams to prepare for the Rams, especially in the early going. Rams perhaps changing it up a little bit, and give Sean McVay credit if this is the case, thinking outside the box, willing to change to move this franchise along and get back to the playoffs. So let's get to know Dotson a little bit. As I said, 6'4", 321 pounds, attended Plaquemine High School and played football there with his twin brother Kenny. Moved on to the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns, and by the time he was done there, highly decorated, first team All Sun Belt as a senior. Goes into the NFL draft, and NFL.com's Lance Zierlein rated him a 6.10, extremely draftable, fundamentally sound, great initial first step, and well-versed in inside and outside zone blocking, brute force type of guard. Did have some shortcomings, said he wasn't a natural knee bender, and a little short, top-heavy build could hold him back a little bit. But overall, you read these draft profiles, and there was a lot of love for Kevin Dotson prior to the 2020 draft. So the Steelers draft him 4th round, pick 135, a couple of picks before the Rams draft Bryson Hopkins, their current number 2 tight end. So we start at 30 games over 3 years for the Steelers, and over those 3 years, his pass blocking was in between 77.6 and 87.2 according to Pro Football Focus. But if you talk to people that watch the Steelers closely, as I did, they'll tell you that they were more impressed with his run blocking than his pass blocking. Felt like he got thrown in as a starter much earlier than he should have been, wasn't quite ready. Offensive line was in a shambles, so he gets thrown in there as a rookie, and he was really susceptible to stunts, had trouble communicating with his teammates, or maybe they had trouble communicating with him, and he gave up some sacks that he shouldn't have, but looked really good as a road grading guard and very good in run blocking. So kind of getting mixed reports here, but I'll go with what a diehard Steeler fan tells me, that shows a lot of promise in the run game, has to be in the right system and with the right teammates, and he could be a very good pass blocker too. So what are the Rams' plans for him? Well, I hope they get him on the field soon, because this is the problem. He's a free agent after this year. The Rams slid down 1 round in the next draft and the following draft for his services. Hopefully they can re-sign him, and if not, I'd hope that he's on the field, not just a backup all year, and I sense that he will eventually be our starting right guard. Just a gut feeling. It'll be Avila and either Allen or Shelton and Dotson at right guard, but they have so many options up front right now. Tremaine Ankrum, Joseph Noteboom, Shelton, if he wins the starting job at center, Brian Allen becomes a backup, and one of these other guys gets plugged in at right guard. A lot of options, but I'm betting on Kevin Dotson, maybe by week 3 or 4, being our starting right guard. Could be wrong, just a gut feeling, just a guess, but I don't think you trade for a 321-pound guard with NFL experience that's going to be a free agent after this year just to be a backup. That's it on Kevin Dotson. Another player focus done for you here, and we'll have another one. We'll probably get to our new cornerback maybe next episode. Just signed Duke Shelley, the Kansas State cornerback drafted in the 6th round by the Bears in 2019. We'll talk about him next time, maybe.